It's going live right now. We are live. Welcome to Whiskey and Whoopass.
Oh, this is not. Oh, now it's live.
We're live over here. We're live here. We're live there. And we're live there. We're live everywhere. We're just live. You know what I mean?
We are live.
There's just so much energy in the room that we're live.
We are looking at fight week, and the testosterone is blowing out of the room today.
We are. My name is Adam, also known as Whiskey.
Wes, also known as Whoopass.
And we are Whiskey Whoopass?
Ah!
We don't know what we're doing. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
So, yeah, go ahead. What are we doing? Talk to Facebook.
We're going live today for our first time on our newly created YouTube channel, which is there.
Yes, we are.
So we're just live here for a second. Tell everybody to go to YouTube. I posted the link earlier in the day, tagged Adam in it, so everybody should be able to see it. Go to our YouTube channel, like our YouTube channel, and everything from here on out is going to be broadcast on our YouTube channel.
With masculinity. Lots of masculinity.
Okay. We're done with Facebook.
We're done with Facebook, but now we're on YouTube. We just, whoa, we don't need to play that. We don't need to listen to that.
I didn't mean to.
We don't need to do it.
I didn't mean
What the hell are you doing? So at first, our audience was very small on Facebook. We had, generally speaking, about 5 people, and so since this is our first YouTube live, we literally have 0 watching.
Zero watching.
And that excites me. You know, that fuels the fire, fuels the flame within my loins.
Does it?
Yes,
Okay.
it does.
We're going to leave that one alone.
Okay, but we are called Whiskey and Whoopass, and this is why. Me and Wes, man, we just love MMA.
Love it.
We love MMA. We love beatdowns. We love it. And we just also happen to enjoy
We love
whiskey
submissions,
as well.
too. We love
Submissions are
beatdowns and
decent.
submissions.
You know, I mean, it'd be kind of cool if somebody could figure out some type of like a fucking pinky just tap.
Now, this is not the greatest of examples could do just guys ass with, but how can you not love Damian Maia? How can you not respect what he does and how he has perfected his craft?
He's such an old man.
He is an old man, but
He needs to be on Bellator. Bellator's senior tour.
No, he's not there yet. He's not there yet.
Hashtag
He's
Bellator
not there
senior
yet.
tour.
He's not there yet.
not
They
there
did
yet.
add one this week. I said
Frank
Mir. Frank Mir. Welcome to the senior tour.
Welcome to the senior tour, where you can take steroids if you want. Steroids and horse semen.
That's great.
They really don't care.
That's great.
They don't care at all. Doesn't matter at all. You know, it just really drove me nuts when Chael Sonnen and who did he fight?
I like Chael.
Yeah, but who did he fight in Bellator last time he fought?
Vanderlei, the one that we fought at your house.
And he literally just had him in like a fucking headlock, and then all of a sudden you could tell that they were just
Chael
resting.
did what Chael does.
They were resting. They were literally
They're
resting.
old.
They were resting.
They are old. Old people have to rest.
And
you can't go
before
5
you
full
know it,
rounds
we were
anymore.
just, like literally their bodies, both of them went relaxed. I think they were telling secrets.
They may have been done. I can't even say that with a straight face.
I think it's possible.
Maybe they were.
We don't know
Maybe
what
they
they were
were,
doing.
but we'll just say that they were taking a rest.
Or
So
maybe Chael.
they can't go all 5 minutes.
Or maybe Chael, just like Tito, was like, dude, you missed
You
some
skip
moves.
fights. Now you've gone back to the Tito fight.
Well,
and that
I'm
didn't
just-
go long enough to take a rest.
I'm just saying the whole Tito fight was so incredibly obvious that it was staged that I'm sure he was like, dude, you messed up, man. You were supposed to do this one move, the hard bar.
Chael said that wasn't scripted. It was just a bad fight.
You forgot to do the
It was a bad fight. It was a bad fight. Did you see where he called him out on Twitter this week, though?
P.S. I love you.
Wow.
And then the rep called him up and they started fighting again.
Yeah, Tito just had surgery this week. Called
Yeah?
Chael out after surgery. I have 0 desire to see that fight again. None.
Yeah, because he's in his brace. Wait, I'm not sure what this is. You know,
That looks like a bib.
it's not. It's not a fucking big. Wait,
It looks like a bib.
it's not.
No,
It's
it looks
not.
like you're stuffing your
Here's
shirt.
my neck brace. Hey guys, I'm just letting you know that everything went great. The doctor was great. I got new discs. It's so healthy. I love my family and my friends. Chael, let's do this. Chael, we can make it happen.
That is pretty much the video in a nutshell.
Chael, I'm telling you, motherfucker, got this. We can do it.
Yeah,
Fight night.
that is pretty much it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
That's that video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's enough on Bellator and the
Senior tour.
MMA senior tour.
Hashtag senior tour.
All right, so dude, we're staring fight week in the face. It's Monday. It's Friday, so a week from tomorrow.
Floyd can't breathe.
Yep, a week from tomorrow, the greatest ass-kicking fiesta the world have ever seen.
The world has ever seen.
Yep.
I know.
Yep.
What do you think's going
around?
on? I know. Do you know what I read here recently? And
What'd you read?
Is
Other
that
than the fact that we went down to 8-ounce gloves?
we went down to 8-ounce gloves. And Brennan Schaub says that between the difference between like 8-ounce gloves and 4-ounce gloves is pretty much the same thing. I don't know. I'm not a boxer.
Okay, so the difference between 10 and 8 is 2.
Is 2. No, but
That's
of course,
half of a UFC glove.
we can do. That's true. That's true. But I'm just saying. He was saying, by the time you wrap it and you put that glove on, man, it's like
That's
it's
an
the
interesting
same.
point. How is the wrapping gonna go? I mean, is
I
there a
don't know.
difference? Man, I don't honestly don't know. Is there a difference between UFC wrap and boxing wrap? I'm sure there is because you're dealing with bigger gloves. But
Yeah, I
how
would
much
think so.
more wrapping do they put on?
I think it's. Well, I don't know either, but I think it's quite a bit of
I
wrapping.
mean, I watched the workout a couple of weeks
Yeah.
ago, and they wrapped Connor's hands for like 20 minutes.
All that Brennan,
Seemed like.
all that Brennan has continued to say over and over and over again is it's like you're just putting 2 concrete blocks now. With the fact that it's 8-ounce gloves, so it's anybody's game, man.
It's not anybody's game.
It's not anybody's
It's
game.
not anybody's game. It's not anybody's game.
Whose game is it?
It's Connor's game.
It's Connor's game.
It's Connor's game.
So getting back to what I was back to what I was saying, that's also interesting, is Floyd has gone on record. Floyd has a strip club in Vegas called
I saw that.
Live Girl. No, the Girl Collection.
Yes, the girl collection.
The Girl Collection.
Yeah.
He also said on Jimmy Fallon that he hasn't received a lap dance in like 20 years. But he owns a strip club.
But he said in that same interview that he's going to be there every night next week.
I know.
He's
That's
going to party it up.
That's exactly my point. He said, feel free to go and meet him. Go ahead. He's going to meet all his fans up until fight night. Like literally the 25th, which is Friday, the Friday before the fight. He's going to be partying with boats and hoes.
Okay.
Boats,
This
hoes,
makes
boats,
yeah,
and hoes.
yeah. This makes me feel
Anita,
even
Lapinta, Santa
better.
Maria,
He is
Susie.
not taking this fight seriously. No, he's not. He's not taking this fight seriously. He is. Oh my God, he has no idea who he's dealing with. None.
Do you think-
None.
do you think-
Zero idea who he's dealing with.
Do you think it's a ploy? Do you think he's really saying that? He's trying to say he's weak. He's trying to say he's 40. He's trying to say he's slow. He's trying to say he's going to stand toe-to-toe in the ring with Connor.
You can say all that BS you want to, but
Fucking
if
McGregor-
you're going to
McGregor.
advertise that are you going to go every night next week? Connor's not going to be out every night next week.
That's true. People could call him out on his shit. He could actually be there the whole time.
I saw an interview that Floyd Sr. did with Colin Cowherd this week, and it's really hard to understand anything that Floyd Sr. says because it's all it's all of that. You can't understand a damn thing that Floyd Sr. says. But one thing that I did pick out is Colin specifically asked him, "Is Floyd training hard for this?" Floyd Sr.'s answer was, "He's training hard enough."
What does that mean? What does that mean, dude?
That means that they have no idea who they're dealing with.
They
They
don't-
think this is going to be a pushover. If you saw the video that Dana White put out, and forget whether or not it was a knockdown, if you saw the video that Dana White put out,
Even
that
that
should
stiff
put to
left
rest
hand.
one thing. Connor can box. Dude knows what he's doing. He is not an amateur. Sure,
He's not
he's
an amateur,
never
yeah.
done anything inside a boxing ring or recently inside of a boxing ring, but dude knows what he's doing.
If he is able to catch,
Oh, he's going to
Mayweather,
catch him. He's
if
going to
he-
catch him.
But at the very beginning of that video, when he received that stiff left hand, he
That
walked
was nasty.
into it.
That was nasty.
He does that to Floyd. Floyd's going down. Floyd's going to sleep.
That was nasty.
Floyd's going to sleep.
That was nasty. We're new on YouTube, so we have to release our gimmick that we do every week. We're drinking a different kind of. What are we drinking today?
Yeah, because we're called whiskey and Whoopass for a reason, right? The Whoopass is because he whoops so much ass on a daily basis.
I can't even say that with a straight face. No, it just
look
sounds
at that
good.
face. Look how
Yeah, it
serious
just sounds
that is.
good.
Everybody in the world, because we're going to be massive. We're going to be huge. Okay, we're going to be huge. People are going to look back on this and they're going to realize that this is history. Okay, Joe Rogan with the Joe Rogan Experience. Everybody should watch it. Is celebrating his 1,000th
1,000 episodes today.
today. All right.
Congratulations, Joe Rogan.
This is number one. This is number one. And people are going to look back on this. And they're going to say, that dude whooped so much ass. That's what they're going to say.
That's what they're going to say.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to say.
Whooped some ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to go with that. What are we drinking today?
But we also call whiskey as well because, and we're not saying that we're going to drink only whiskey or only bourbon from Bourbon, Kentucky or whatever. It's just we're probably, you know what, we're two buddies.
Mm-hmm.
We're two brothers.
Yeah.
Not blood brothers.
Close enough.
Not other kinds of brothers.
No.
Like vagina. I didn't say it because mothers are watching.
I don't even know what to say there.
I didn't.
Nobody's watching right now.
I didn't. But I didn't say it though. I didn't say it. But so since we're friends, we're gonna sit here. We're gonna talk about MMA. We're gonna talk about whatever else we want to talk to.
Yeah, whatever else we want to talk about. We're under no time restraints today.
We could reenact a movie scene.
Oh, we could.
Yeah,
we could.
Dirty Dancing.
I can't go there. I don't know. I don't know quotes from Dirty Dancing.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Everybody knows that one. But can you quote anything outside of that one? Because that's a short back and forth. If that's the only one that you know.
In the still of the night, come here. I met you. Hold me tight. No.
I'm sorry, I can't do that with a straight face. Is that part of the movie?
I think so. Yeah, that's a love making scene.
We are drinking.
Love. Okay. Yeah.
Get it out of the glare where you can see what it is. It's pretty good scotch.
Is it good scotch?
Guy at the liquor store actually recommended this to me last week when I was in. Normally, I drink Macallan 12-year-old. They were out of that, so what I said was
Highland, from the Highland country.
That's what it is.
From the Highland country, Scotland.
Recommend something in the same
next to Ireland
general area. And this is what he recommended. It is pretty good. It is not as good as Mac 12, but it is pretty good.
Oh, it's good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It is
good stuff. It's good stuff.
It's very good stuff, man. Well done.
So you got some of your travel itinerary this week, right? You got all of your stuff in?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I get to be one of the lucky few because not everybody's buying tickets. I get to be one of the lucky few.
Those tickets are going to go this week.
To go watch Conor fucking McGregor fighting. What are we saying? Boats and Hoes Mayweather.
Whatever you want to call him.
Boats and Hoes.
Yeah.
Because he's got boats and he's got hoes.
Yeah.
Boats and Hoes Mayweather. Yeah. I get to go watch it. Be down there. No, well, I don't know exactly.
You won't be down there. You will be in a suite.
I'm going to be in a suite, and I don't want to say who the MMA legend is that's going to be there because I don't know if
we're not name dropping.
Can we?
I don't know. I mean, if he doesn't show up, he doesn't show up. But I mean, he has a ticket to be in the same suite.
And we have 0 viewers right now, so it's not.
It really doesn't matter anyway.
It even matters. But we hear that Junior Dos Santos,
JDS,
the man, the Brazilian legend. Is he from
Who's JDS fighting? He's fighting in September. So you're going to have to ask some questions about his fight in September. He is fighting Nagano.
I have no idea. But he's going to whoop some ass.
Serious?
He's going to whoop some ass.
This is an MMA podcast. You have to know who he's fighting. Nagano. Help me out here, dude. Is that his name?
I don't know. I've got to find out before I meet him.
Nagano.
First off, I got to be like, dude, Stipe Miocic, even though he's from Ohio,
he's going to be so starstruck you can't even.
God, it's going to be amazing.
I would be too, but
it's going to be amazing. I'd be like, can I touch your bald head? I want to touch the ball. What do you think?
I don't know that I would ask to touch things.
Do you think?
You go right ahead.
You don't think he's a toucher?
You might want to find that out first.
Yeah. Okay.
He is a fighter.
He's a fighter, yes.
Chances are he's a toucher, but who knows?
I don't know either.
It's a really cool deal that Adam kind of fell into a couple of weeks ago, and it's a really cool deal that he gets to go.
Yes.
He's going to do some live from the arena itself, from the suite. Hopefully get some one-on-one time with JDS to kind of help our podcast get going here. But whether or not he does or not, we're going to have some exclusive on-site footage next weekend that not a lot of people are going to have. So
at least not our friends.
Well, yeah, none of our friends.
0 of our friends.
None of our friends
because
do.
Because dude,
or live cast, whatever you want to call this.
I'm a badass bitch. That's why I'm a bad bitch.
Yes, he's really good at networking. I don't know about badass bitch, but he's really good at networking.
Bad bitch.
Yes.
I will pass too.
He did play that relationship to the fullest and got in the suite, and I am extremely envious of the fact that he is in the arena, much less in the suite.
I know.
In my house, I am hosting a 30+ people get together next week to watch the fight. And if I had the opportunity to go, like, Vanessa, it's my wife, come here, you gotta host this little get together, I'm gone. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
I went and got a tailored suit yesterday.
Is it green?
No.
Why not?
It's not gonna be green. I gotta look good.
Are you saying green doesn't look good?
You're
in a green shirt.
Yeah, because Floyd, it's important.
They can't see that.
It's important
You're
that I
cutting it
represent.
off.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. Well, even Floyd was watching. He can't read it anyways. Can't read it.
He can't read it.
Can't read it. That's me. If I see him, he sees me. He's like, you.
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 Come here, you little bastard.
Let's go. You little bastard.
Yeah.
Because we don't know how sensitive his feelings. Maybe he gets his feelings hurt easy. I think he gets.
I don't see him as somebody that can fight outside of boxing. I mean, you take those rules away from him. Take the rules away from him. Conor murders him in like 30 seconds.
I got to show you the suit though that I'm getting.
Show me the suit that you're getting.
All right.
Because you haven't shown me this. He hasn't shown me this yet.
No, I haven't shown you. Let's see. Oh, that's not it. Oh, don't look at the dick pics. All right, let's just keep going.
So we're completely uncensored on YouTube.
Is that what we're doing?
You just dropped dick pics, so apparently we're uncensored about everything.
It's gonna look like that, kind of.
You don't look like that.
I don't know if you can see that, but it's a famous actor. People say I look just like him, including the blonde hair and the ponytail.
This is a good looking suit. I'll give you that. That's a good looking suit.
I think
it is a good looking suit.
We need to dial it back, though, don't you think? I mean, I've said.
You just dropped dick pic and you're telling me to dial it back?
And I think I've actually mumbled the word.
That slid past me, but you probably did. You probably did. In reference to Floyd Mayweather. In that context, it's okay.
Was it in reference to Floyd Mayweather?
I don't know, but it should have been.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
You just called the 5-time.
You call a spade a spade.
The 5-time champ of the Giant.
You gotta call a spade a spade.
Oh. He's gonna find me and be you. Come here.
Yeah, come here. You don't have your boxing gloves.
You.
Lose the form Voltron.
You.
Yeah. Form Voltron. What is that shit?
He may know. He may. Well, it's gonna be awesome. So I got the suit. Don't really know how it's gonna be. We're gonna be at the top of Trump Tower in one of the penthouse suites.
Right.
I kind of like that.
So when are you flying out for the folks that nobody is watching this right now, but for the people that go back and watch this later that did not follow us on Facebook a couple of weeks ago, when are you flying out? What are you doing? Kind of bring everybody up to speed.
Okay, well, I'm going to be flying out Friday, flying to Dallas.
Right.
The main VP of this marketing company, of this finance company. Should I name drop how do you think they would feel about it in business?
Probably not with everything going on here. Leave that out.
Yeah,
leave that out.
That's probably
leave that out.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah, probably.
But these badass bitches, okay, are flying me out, and we're gonna be flying to Dallas, and then I'm gonna meet one of them, and we're going to one of the main honcho dudes. We're gonna fly them from Dallas into Vegas.
Right.
I think we're gonna go. I don't know if we're going clubbing necessarily, but we are gonna be going out on the town. I've never been to Vegas. But it's going to be, I think there's going to be like 20 guests, or like 20 of us.
Are they going to play the Hangover music in the jetway as y'all getting off the plane?
You know what's funny is I actually did watch that movie.
That was a great movie.
I did. I actually watched it. I had to watch it.
You had to. You're going to Vegas.
I had to watch it. I heard the music.
Mm-hmm.
And I really hope it gets some cool curly-haired guy that's a little bit eccentric.
What do you mean by eccentric?
Like pops us roofies.
So you don't remember the fight at all?
Yeah, you're right. I need to remember.
Yeah,
I don't necessarily want to pop.
You are working. You are working at the fight.
I'm working.
This is serious shit. You are working at the fight.
Yes, because we're getting paid for this. And so
it's a good point.
All of
we're not getting paid
all
yet.
of our future advertisers,
yeah,
sponsors, future sponsors,
whatever.
We're going. I'm just going to make...
the only one making any kind of response right now is that company right there.
I'm going to look in the eyes of our future sponsors. And I'm going to say, We are the face of reason.
Out of the way 'cause I
we
can do
are.
this out loud.
We are the face of reason. You can
The
trust
face
us.
of reason?
Yes, you can trust us. We have integrity, you know. And man, we will sell the shit out of whatever you give us money to sell. Right?
We do know how to sell.
We do know how to sell.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. In all seriousness, we do know how to sell.
Don't take this video to be any proof of that necessarily. You got some ear hair.
You know, my wife told me that.
Yeah, can I get?
No, she wants to get one of those
Can I
tools,
get
and nobody wants to talk about ear hair.
Stay still. We're friends. I don't want to touch your ear.
This is a brother thing, but I don't want you digging in my earlobe.
I don't know.
I really don't. Speaking of hair, though, I have to fulfill a bet next Friday.
Why?
Damn you, Chris Weidman! I lost a bet.
Uh-huh.
Chris Weidman
Yes, you did.
shit the bed.
Chris Weidman shit or did guys?
No, Chris Weidman did. Chris Weidman did.
He shit the bed.
He did, because he won. He wasn't supposed to win.
Oh, yes.
Gastelum really did. Gastelum, he had no business in that weight class, but he convinced me that he belonged in that weight class, and I bet my chest hair that he would beat Chris Weidman, who was coming off a 3-fight losing streak. And what did Weidman do?
He whooped some ass.
Second round.
Some ass.
Yeah. Yeah. So, next week, whether anybody's viewing or not,
Get waxed.
I get to get my chest waxed on Friday before the weigh-in.
We can do it right now.
Are you going to get to town before the weigh-in?
When is the weigh-in?
It's Friday sometime.
Is it? I wonder if my tickets involve going to the weigh-in.
The weigh-in's free.
It is?
The weigh-in's free.
How badass would that be?
Why am I the one thinking of this?
Connor just walks out. Am I doing it?
See, you're going to have exclusive footage from the weigh-in.
Do I look it?
Why?
Got the arm swing right? Wait,
Yeah, you got the arm swing in right. No, he's got more arm movement. Did you see the exercise that he did?
He's flexible.
Yes, he is.
He's
He is.
very
That's
flexible.
one of the main reasons he's going to whip the shit out of this.
And Mayweather looks like an old man.
Oh.
You know, I don't know if you saw the workout videos that I did, but there were some videos of him actually doing calisthenics. He looked like an old man that was doing calisthenics from the 80s.
Are you talking about Floyd?
Yeah.
I didn't watch Floyd's workout.
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch Floyd's workout.
It was almost like
No desire whatsoever.
it was almost like way back in the 20s how you had like the strongman guys with like the huge bell, like the huge like cannons, and they were like. Do you know what I'm talking about? It was like
That's funny as
it
hell.
was like steak and eggs and fatal division, steak and eggs, and this is how we get strong.
Steak and eggs?
I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
you know, it's just like it's just like that type of thing. Like that was what he was doing. He looked like an old man doing push-ups. And like
He is an old man doing push-ups.
and like an old man doing pull-ups. And plus he wasn't even doing pull-ups right. It was like here. He was like doing
Time
like this
out.
shit.
Time out.
This shit.
Time out.
He wasn't even fully extended down.
Time out.
What?
My brother does have certification to be talking, to know about what he's talking about a correct pull-up. These people do not know us. They do not know me. I'm a scrawny guy that's named Whoopass. You're a dude wearing my Fight Night shirt that makes you look really big, but he does know what he's talking about. He has certification as a CrossFit trainer. He does know what a correct pull-up is. So when he says Floyd is not doing a correct pull-up, dog ain't doing a correct
He
pull-up.
wasn't doing it. What good is it to be on camera and to just do
It's
this?
a show. It's a show.
This is what he was doing, was just this. It just doesn't make any sense.
Okay, let's do this. Take that and what he was doing in the show that he was putting on versus what Connor was doing. Connor was doing actual work on multiple bags. Man, you pick a bag and he get the shit out of it. I am not surprised. You are not surprised. Connor can box. This is not a joke, people.
But you know,
most of the greatest of Floyd Mayweather Sr., and the entire money team. This is not a joke.
the reason why Connor's going to win, you know, when everybody was making fun of him last year for hiring the movement coach, and they were in the park and they were just doing like all these like crazy.
It looks stupid. It looks
and they were
stupid.
like doing like these like. You know, like
you're going out of the screen, but it looks stupid. But that is the reason that he is.
That's the reason he's going to win. It's because that fucking movement coach is brilliant. Connor actually said something really interesting to.
He understands that.
To Ariel,
he understands
Alani.
distance. He understands movement.
He said to Ariel, Ariel, I kind of had like a little like, there you go. You know.
I'll give you marks for the attempt at the accent on that one. You didn't hit it, but I can't either.
Yeah. Well, he said to him, he said, someday, he said, you know, this is innovative stuff. He's going to show the boxing world something that no one has ever seen.
Without a doubt.
And
Without a doubt.
people are going to be studying the tapes.
Yep.
In terms of, and I even heard Brendan Schaub, and I heard Brendan Schaub on Joe Rogan, and also his own podcast, Fighter and the Kid with Brian Callen.
Right.
He was saying that he was going to go, that he says, I guarantee Connor is going to stand in one of these positions like this.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. He does that in every fight. He puts his hand up, like, here, let's play strength. But he's not. He's gauging distance and range, and he is three steps ahead of you before you throw a punch.
When has that ever happened in a boxing match?
Not happened. Floyd doesn't know what to do with that.
Floyd has no one that he can bring into his camp.
No.
To ever mimic that.
No.
Can't do it.
No.
There is literally no one on the planet.
None. No.
That he can prepare for.
None. We just want, let's address this right quick, just because there's still nobody watching, but somebody eventually will watch. So let's salvage our credibility here. The only reason that we're saying this about Connor is because he continuously defies logic. His movement, his timing is fucking impeccable.
It's impeccable.
Everything that he does defies logic. So the fact that we are so gung-ho behind Connor is not really that we're MMA versus boxing. Because I was a boxing fan before I was an MMA fan.
Not since Mike Tyson.
Dude,
Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I knew the code.
My wedding was May the 5th, 2007.
Your wedding was?
Yes. We left my wedding ceremony and went to a sports bar to watch Mayweather De La Hoya.
You're probably going to get some tonight for mentioning your wife.
I was a boxing fan before. I was an MMA fan. I was a Jermaine Taylor fan. He's a fuck up now, but I was a Jermaine Taylor fan back in the day. Floyd Mayweather, I've seen a lot of his fights. I appreciate what he brings to the sport as far as defensive boxing. It means jack shit against this guy.
Look over here. Dude, you're distracting, man. You're ruining the mojo by checking out your wife's text.
I got a text.
You know, actually, it's probably good. Do you want to mention your wife? How pretty she is?
Beautiful wife.
She's like a sister to me.
Love my wife. Love my wife.
I'm just saying, I'm trying to help you get laid.
But what I'm saying is,
I'm helping you.
We're not dick riders. We are.
We're not dick riders.
We are not. We are not.
We're definitely not dick riders.
We are not.
What the hell are you talking about?
It is.
Right.
I doubted Connor. I doubted Connor in the second Nate Diaz fight. After the first one, I thought
he had to win that fight, man.
Yeah, but he comes out and he spins it. Rumble Johnson. He comes out, he spins it in the first round. If he knocks you out, great. If he doesn't, then he's done. He spent all his wad in the first round. I thought Connor was the same way going forward.
So he spilled his wad and we're dick riders? I'm using your words, brother.
But you didn't have to throw them back to me that way to where you broke my concentration.
Giggity.
Connor changed his game. He changed his game between the first and the second Nate Diaz fight, and I did not think that he had that in him.
Dude, but think about this.
I wanted Connor to win. I did not think that he would. Back me up on this. I did not think that he would.
Think about this though. If he would have lost the second Nate Diaz fight, we would not be talking about Mayweather versus Connor.
He would have lost the second Nate Diaz fight if he had came out like he did in the first one.
Well, because
he knocked Nate down 3 times. If he had spent his energy in the first round like he did in the first fight, not to mention that he was coming off of a staph infection.
I'm just saying, the past few fights, the past like 2 or 3 fights, catapulted Conor into legendary status. Had he not dominated,
Not near what next Saturday's going to do.
no shit. But had he not dominated Nate Diaz, not dominated.
He didn't
had
dominate,
he not won,
no, he didn't
the
dominate
Nate Diaz
him.
fight,
Yes,
and
he did.
not dominated Eddie Alvarez,
Right? Yeah. No, he made it.
then he would not
Yeah.
have catapulted himself into this legend. I mean, he is a legend right now.
He is a legend in MMA. You are correct.
Okay.
Next
so let me ask you a
Saturday,
question.
he is a legend in combat sports.
I want to talk about something that I don't understand, and maybe you can help me understand.
Come on.
Okay. So right now, the boxing community, like the boxing community is, in terms of the fans, are shrinking, right? Shrinking just like the dick that you were trying to ride, okay? Shrinking.
I see. I don't.
Hold on, wait, just let me just finish my thought.
Okay, go ahead.
That's shrinking, and I would say that okay, let me ask you an initial question.
Okay, that's my initial question.
Who has more fans, UFC fighters or UFC or boxing? Who has more fans?
Well, judging by the 4 stops on the world tour, it's UFC without a doubt.
In terms of pay-per-view buys, UFC has more.
Well, again, judging by the last pay-per-views, Conor's last pay-per-view in New York drew over 2 million buys.
How much did Bones in DC get?
875 and counting, the last that I heard.
Okay, so then they were talking about like the last Triple G fight only had like 300,000.
Triple G and Canelo will do better than that. I'm not buying it, but it will do better than that.
I'm just talking about like the previous like
I'm buying
major
the September UFC.
the
That's
previous
a good card.
the previous major events. Boxing promoters have sometimes lost money because of the lack of pay-per-views, like 130,000, 190,000. Bellator actually is probably gaining more pay-per-view.
Come on now. No, that's stepping too far. That's stepping too far. The senior tour is not above boxing.
It's pretty accurate, but according to the numbers I heard Joe Rogan, we're going to quote you a lot, Joe. According to what Joe Rogan was saying, is pretty much the same that what Bellator is getting. They're averaging the same. So this is, and so UFC is obviously gaining so much more. This is my question, and this is what I don't understand. Okay, from a sales standpoint, why is it that if there are more fans in the UFC, why do UFC fighters get paid so much less? The UFC stars get paid so much less than boxing stars?
Because boxing stars represent themselves. The UFC is a brand in and of themselves.
So they control the pay.
Correct.
They say if you want to be in the UFC, you get to fight
Correct.
for $60,000.
You fight underneath the brand, but in fighting underneath the brand, it's business economics, you take a lesser pay. You are fighting underneath our flag, which means it's trickle down. You get a trickle down paycheck.
But that sucks.
Go ahead and promote yourself.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't.
You don't know how to promote yourself. It's the same reason that Floyd has contracted with Dana White over the last 10 days to co-promote this event, because Floyd cannot sell out this event.
Why?
Dana, help me! Help me! Tickets are shit! Help me! Help me! Help me!
What?
7 days ago,
What is that?
motion filed. UFC co-promoting the fight. That's why in the last week that you have seen more promotions and commercials on Fox Sports 1, Fox Sports, and all of the Fox channels than you have before. Because about a week and a half ago, Dana got brought on board to save the day.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Dana White, you're the man, dude.
He is the man. There is no way in hell that, and we would like for it to happen. There is no way in hell that Conor's coming back to UFC unless he has a.
No, he's coming back. He's coming back.
The only way he will come back is if he has a major payday in the UFC. That's the only way he.
That payday's there. He's coming back.
But you know what's exciting?
You're taking away so many things from him that he can do. He can't drop elbows. He can't.
Hold on a second.
That stabbing front kick that he does to set up that left.
Conor right now, in my opinion, is paving the way for other UFC fighters. In terms of pay scale, because this is why. Before August 26th, Conor's payday has been somewhat marginal. What, like $2 million or something like that?
No. That's before pay-per-view.
That's before pay-per-view.
Unknown caller.
So
My phone's still forwarded from the office.
But this is my point, though. Okay, so he's made so much less money up until
It's
August
New
26th.
York. It was 10 plus pay-per-view.
Okay, that's fine. But just hear me out for a second.
Okay.
So he's typically speaking, he's probably he's probably made about 5 to 10% of whatever he's about to make. Loaded for life.
All right.
Generational changing money.
Agree.
Not just life changing, but actually generations changing money.
Especially for somebody that 4 years ago was standing in the welfare line.
For him to, yes, the 188.
Right.
Well, this is actually pretty cool. I almost kind of had a little tear when he was talking about that.
Yeah, it was a good interview.
It was a good interview. So if he ever goes back to the UFC, the only way he's going to go is not for
association
is not for the 5 to 10% that he made prior. It's going to have to be 30 to 50 at a minimum.
No, it won't be 50. It won't be 50.
But regardless, it's going to be a major fucking jump.
It will.
Major jump. So he is going to pave the way in terms of proper pay, I think, for other fighters. He's making a jump because right now there has been a salary cap.
There is a
salary cap.
There is.
He's going to be pushing the salary cap up. But listen.
What pushes the salary cap up? What pushes the salary cap up?
Fame.
Talent. Numbers push the salary cap up.
Let me give you an example.
Connor's gone. Nobody pushes $1 million.
Let me give you an example.
Nobody.
Let me give you an example. Let me give you a sports example. I can't tell you the guy's name, but back in God knows what year, and there are some running fans out there would know this. Please just let me talk, man. You've been talking. I'm gonna listen.
Running.
Let me talk. Okay. Before 4 minutes was broken for the mile, it was like challenge, and nobody could break the 4 minute mile. Okay, this was like a feat. Whether or not anybody in the world could ever break a 4 minute mile, which would be like a world record. No one had ever done it. The year that it was broke, it then got broke another like 15 to 20 times that year by other athletes. Because as soon as all of a sudden someone said it was possible, then you had all of these other athletes all of a sudden realizing, hey, the battle's in our mind, it's possible. So you have Connor is going to push that ceiling up in pay with talent. It's never been done before yet. He's about to push it up. If he returns back to UFC, others are going to follow right behind him. I think he's going to make a way for, instead of the 60 G's, baby, people are actually going to say 200 G's, baby. No? What do you think?
You still got to be able to justify that chant. Are you bringing in 200 G's? No, you're not. Are you bringing in... The only person that comes anywhere close to $1 million is John Jones. John Jones and Brock Lesnar will do good money. John Jones and the other guy, the Swedish guy.
They were thinking Stipe Miocic versus John Jones.
No, not Stipe.
No, but did you hear that?
The lightweight guy.
They were thinking about Stipe versus Bones.
He's still got to fight a lightweight. Stipe
versus Bones.
I think he's got to take a fight before. Do you go straight to
Bones? Dude, Stipe versus Bones, man.
Yeah, that would do $1 million plus. That would do $1 million plus.
Because here's the thing, and again, this is exactly my point with the runner.
And Bones is the only other one. Bones is the other. Name one other guy on the UFC roster that could, on his own, not on his own, with the UFC monster, with the UFC marketing monster.
Yeah.
Name one other guy that could generate $1 million plus buys outside of John Jones and Conor McGregor. Name one.
Conor paved the way for having 2 belts at the same time. He paved the way.
You're not answering my question.
I'm not because you digress. You digress me. I'm digressing you back.
Unknown caller.
The caller is unknown. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta turn it off. It's Friday.
So Conor,
sales calls.
So Conor was the first one that wore 2 belts.
He was.
He is paving the way because that's never been done before. Now all of a sudden, other fighters are starting to position themselves in contention for 2 belts. Bones has an opportunity to fight Miocic and wear also 2 belts.
You're making my point for me.
Okay, fine.
Bones, who else is there?
I'm just saying.
This is a 2-man league as far as $1 million plus buys. It's Conor, it's John Jones. Conor is going to bring in more money than Bones does. They have no business in the octagon together, but Conor is going to bring in more money than Bones does. But Bones is the only other fighter on the UFC roster. The UFC roster's got some good fighters on it. There's tons of guys that are no joke. But as far as drawing power, it's not there yet.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not there.
I'm just saying how badass of a fight.
Tony Ferguson. I'm a Conor fan. Tony Ferguson scares the shit out of me in a matchup. Okay, we'll find some way for Conor to win that, no doubt. But Ferguson doesn't draw that. 250, 300,000 buys?
It's not an exciting fight.
It's not.
Conor would never take that fight.
And Bones are the only ones that are there. No, well, Conor would. He's not going to back up from anything.
Conor would fight.
He's not going to back up from anything.
Conor will fight Paul Malignaggi before he will return back to the UFC.
There's more money at that. I'll give you that.
Think about the amount right now.
He's already whooped his ass over 12 rounds, so I don't know what that really stands to gain, but whatever.
Think about the amount of fights that Conor would have to go through, the battles and the wars you have to go through to earn what he's about to earn, okay? Talk about the head trauma.
Could a Conor Malignaggi bout do more buys than Conor Diaz 3?
Yeah,
I don't
for
think
sure.
he could.
It's boxing though, but you're bringing in two different fan bases.
No, I'm just talking about buys. I'm talking about buys. It's a flat line. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. It is a flat buy.
You talk about marketing all the time, okay? If you start in just the UFC, you're not pulling many boxing fans. If you do a fight like that in boxing, you're pulling literally 100% of UFC fans over.
How many times is it going to be us against them? It's that this time.
That's a good story.
It's that this time, but how many times is that going to carry over?
That's
Too
a good
much
story.
of a good thing is no longer a good thing.
Conor said, I dominated the UFC. Wait. I don't. How's that?
You're talking Russian.
Fucking. Okay, wait. I gotta go with I'm fucking McGregor.
Your show.
Oh, how many times? I'm trying to get it. I'm just gonna go with it, whether it's Russian or not. If you're Russian out there, I apologize. If you're, whatever. How many times has Conor said, I'm gonna dominate the UFC, and then I'm also going to dominate the boxing world. I'm going to dominate it. He has plans to fight. He understands. He's thinking about Conor Jr. He's thinking about D. Devlin. He's thinking about his daddy on the 188. He's thinking about all that shit right now. He is going to go in boxing. He's going to follow the money. As a really good friend of mine said, he'll follow the money. And right now, the money ain't in the UFC. Not for Conor anyways, because he knows there's payday. He knows there's payday. There's payday in boxing. There's payday, dude. Did you just piss?
Okay, let's say this.
How'd it go?
Let's say this.
Did it go okay?
Conor wins on Saturday.
I don't think you washed your hands. Dude,
Conor
don't wash your hands.
wins on Saturday.
He didn't wash that. Put that away.
2 weeks later
It's dirty.
is the Triple G and Canelo
I
fight.
know.
Conor wins. Do you not think the winner of the Triple G Canelo fight is not calling out Conor? You are kidding yourself.
Oh, shit. How badass
Probably
would that
Malignaggi ain't
be?
got shot.
How badass would the winner of that fight calling out if it's opportunity here? If Conor wins, if Conor loses, that ain't gonna happen.
Conor's not losing that fight.
I'm just saying, if he loses, it's one of those things. Look, listen. If he would have lost,
You're talking about he wins, then Paulie Malignaggi is a second-hand fiddle over here in the
yeah,
corner.
I kind of agree. But this is what it is going to do. It's going to build momentum. Conor will use the wave ride of Paul Malignaggi and his butthurt bullshit to then actually get a legitimate boxing fight. If he wins Mayweather. It's brilliant. It's fucking brilliant. It's fucking brilliant.
That's why we love you.
It's brilliant, man. That's brilliant. Because nobody wants to see the pussy Paul Malignaggi fight Conor. They want to see him fight something real.
We saw that.
We have already seen
saw
that. We have already seen that. And nobody cares if Paulie's butt hurt or not. No one cares about his pride.
Yeah,
Listen,
cares.
You're right. You're fucking right. This is a conspiracy theory that's right. If Conor wins, the champ coming out of retirement, if he is able to win that fight, whoever wins the Triple G fight,
It's calling out Conor.
it is a legitimate champion
Calling
fight.
out Conor.
Calling out Conor. Dude, what if Conor wins that? He has 3 belts. He has 2 belts in UFC, 1 belt in boxing. Holy shit.
Well, he has 2 belts in the closet. They've already taken one away from him. If we
cares?
have to go to May of next
Nobody
year
cares
for
about
another
that.
fight, they're going to take the
cares about
lightweight
that.
belt.
You
They're
know
taking the
Conor don't care
lightweight
about
belt
that.
away from him in October when they're creating an interim.
Are we calling it? Is
Kevin Lee and
Whiskey and Whoopass is calling it.
calling what?
I don't know. Gotta call it.
Calling the
We're
call
calling
out? Yeah, we're going to
calling
call the
the
call out.
We're calling the fact that he's going to win Mayweather using the marketing Paul Malignaggi to then catapult him to a real legitimate fight. If he beats Mayweather, as big of a buy as this is going to be, if he actually goes and fights a legitimate current boxing champion, it would be bigger than Mayweather, bigger than Conor Mayweather. That's more exciting.
Oh, I agree. He's not going to have them a surprise in that second one, though, because nobody's going to underestimate him after he walks through.
But I'm just
Mayweather
saying,
next weekend.
think about the circus that this is right now. It would be a bigger circus. It would be actually a legitimate circus.
Every day will be a circus. Starting next Sunday, every day will be a fucking circus MMA-wise.
Dude.
We are the king of the world.
That would blow my mind.
As it would tons of other people that think that this is
Holy
bullshit that we're
shit.
saying Conor's going to win.
Because right now, UFC fans are very loyal, okay? We're a very loyal tribe. 100% of UFC fans are about to watch this fight. 100%, but not 100% of all boxing fans are going to watch it because they think it's a circus. If Conor wins Mayweather and actually gets a call out and has a legitimate fight,
2 minutes and 25 seconds into round number 2 next Saturday night, nobody's going to think it's a joke anymore.
if he has a legitimate fight against a current boxing champion, he is only going to get 100% of the UFC fan base, but then also 100% Oscar De La Hoya aside, boxing fans.
Oh, this will be a UFC versus De La Hoya thing. Yeah, this will be a UFC versus De La Hoya thing. Yeah, because he's already pissed because we're stealing viewers away from September the 16th.
So
I'm
then-
not buying Canelo Triple G.
So then you get McGregor.
Actually, you know what?
McGregor
You know what?
Productions and
Conor wins, and I know they're fixing to call Conor out. We may buy Canelo Triple G. We may have to. We may be getting in a position where we have to.
If he wins, you're right. If he wins it, 3 weeks from now, we're buying another pay-per-view. You better go sell some stock.
That's like a week after the UFC 2, whatever number we're
It'll
on.
be fantastic.
Because you know it's coming.
I know.
Wow. Yeah, my wife will hate me.
She is gonna hate you.
Hate me.
Yeah,
It's all in the name of good fun.
you're not getting laid tonight.
I wasn't doing that anyway, but it has nothing to do with this podcast.
Why would you
Live
say that?
cast.
Why would you throw her under the bus?
I'm not throwing her under the bus.
You just threw her under the bus.
I did not throw her under the bus.
You may have thrown her under the bus. I think you need to sincerely apologize to her and her entire family. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do it?
I don't know, but I'm dry.
Are you leaving me to entertain the people?
You are.
Well, okay.
Nobody's watching anyway.
All right. So let me tell you about.
They haven't found us yet.
Let me tell you a little bit about Whiskey Roberts. Okay, he is a lover of pooches, and he's just an interesting guy. You know, I've known Wes for a long time. He stifles me with his manhood and sensitivity. Yeah, he really does.
Manhood and the sensitivity.
Yeah.
How does that work?
I don't know, but you do it. You do a good job.
You come up with some things to say that I don't even know how to reply to. Not many people can leave me void of something to say, but you do.
Oh boy,
Still zero.
Pete, did you tag anybody? Like, did you
I
tag
did. I
MMA, UFC, Mayweather, Conor?
I did.
McGregor?
I filled out all kinds of stuff on here before it would let me do a live.
But you have to do that. No, but I'm saying like even for this podcast now, you have to make a bunch of tags. That way, when people search MMA, UFC, McGregor, August 26th, they pull. You know, then all of a sudden.
But it takes a while. It does. It does take a while. And honestly, we're still working kinks out here, so I really don't care if anybody's watching this one or not, because 10
number one,
episodes
man.
from now, we're going to be 100 times better than we are now.
I'm awesome now, dude.
Okay, I can get better.
Yes,
Your
you can.
awesomeness can
Yes,
do
you can.
nothing but just stay sustained,
I will elevate you to the occasion.
elevate me. Since you're wearing my shirt.
It's a good shirt.
It is a good shirt. I like that.
Kind of fits
like
me
that.
well. I like the way it fits.
Yeah,
Man,
like
take
that.
it with me.
So you're leaving Friday.
Yeah, I'm leaving Friday.
Yep.
Leaving Friday.
Gonna go down. We don't know if you're gonna. What time is your flight leaving?
I can't recall.
Then you screw me up on anything that I haven't to talk about. We don't know if you're going to be there for the weigh-in or not. How do you not know what time you're freaking flying out?
Well, first I thought it was a prank. First I thought Ashton Kutcher.
We're past that because they sent you a fucking ticket.
Was about to come out and go punked. You know, at first I was
I did
seriously,
too. I did
right?
too. But you actually have a airline ticket. What does that airline ticket say?
Punked. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'm going. We'll see. Unless American Airlines drags me off the plane because they need the seat.
Which they could.
They need the seat.
They could. They could. There's really not anything else to talk about besides this. There's not anything else going on.
Yeah.
Ferguson and Lee, that was set this week. There's been a couple of things that have been firmed up for the Madison Square Garden card. Bisping and GSP. I give a damn low on that one. It's going to have to get a whole lot higher before November. I'm going to get that because there's some other good things on the card, and it's MSG and God, Bisping's going to dispose of this bitch in less than 2 rounds. I don't know. I don't have a good feeling on this, but in all fairness, I'm a year and a half into MMA.
Yeah.
When GSP was having his run and doing his thing and being the highest draw in the sport, I wasn't into MMA. So, you really just did that. It's a good thing that's whiskey and kills everything that puts in it. I am not excited about that fight. I'm really not. I saw today where they put TJ and Cody on that card. I am excited about that one. I think that'll be a great fight. Actually disappointed we didn't get that earlier in the year. But that'll be a good fight.
Yeah, you know what? There's honestly, you're boring people. You're boring me right now. Because here's the reason. Because there's no reason to talk about anything else until after August 26th. Like, why are you talking about?
Have we not covered everything on August 26th?
I'm just saying, you're losing people. Okay, you're losing people.
Fight week schedule. Have you seen a fight week schedule? There's some stuff going on next week.
We have a follower.
Holy shit. I can't tell who it is because I'm not familiar with YouTube, but we do have a follower.
Hey, brother. Hey, brother. Yeah, man, we got our first follower. Thank you, whoever you are. We love you. And, hey, mention in the comments right now, I'm serious. Mention in the comments right now, whoever that one follower is, put your name down there. I'm going to the fight. I'll get you a souvenir. Get you a souvenir from me. We'll figure out whether we know you. If we know you'll be easier, I could probably give it to you if you live happen where we live. If you're from Russia, you know, we'll get it to you. I will get you a souvenir, but the first person that has to put their name down, actually a legitimate follower in the comments, gets a souvenir from me. What do you think?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I like it. I don't know. But hey, man, I think we're about it. I think that's about it, dude. Not
So
bad for you
what are we
two.
doing next week? What are we doing next week?
We're
gonna do it. We're gonna do a live cast on Thursday.
On Thursday. It's gonna have to be a little bit later. I've got to pick up my suit.
Okay.
Thursday. It'll be a little later. We're gonna do a live podcast on Thursday.
Right. Then Friday we've got the chest waxing and the weigh-in.
Chest waxing on the weigh-in, and then also
That would be really cool if you were there for the weigh-in. You're probably not. You're probably going to be there later and have to check in, and you probably can't. It would be great if you could, because that's some steel shots and a live drop-in that you could do from the weigh-in. But the fact that you're going to be in the suite and could possibly do a live with JDS is
shit balls.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's
how badass would it be? But I don't want to be like the starstruck fan. I gotta pretend like I'm gotta pretend like me from
good luck.
Podunk, Arkansas.
Good luck with that.
Arkansas.
Good luck,
What's up, y'all.
Yeah, pretend like you've been there before. You're gonna have the suit. What you showed a while ago, that looks good. Your dress is gonna be good. Your dress is gonna be good.
I'm working on the ponytail, and I also need to
the
lose.
rest of it, I'm not so sure.
I need to lose 20 pounds to gain a 6-pack, and
Yeah, I got to do that in a week because I got to take my shirt off and have my freaking chest waxed.
Hey, yeah.
I'm doing nothing
Buddy.
but chest exercises this week. Screw
Push
the lower body, they can't see that. All right, so
On that note, my name is Adam Whiskey. Are we doing that? Something like that? Like
I don't know, I
catchphrase?
guess West Whoopass. Fight week is coming up next week.
We may not be able to do that. Because you said
You got to be able to do this without laughing, and that's not a possibility.
As soon as you said
That's not a
West-
possibility. You
as
can't do
soon
this
as you
without
said
laughing.
West Whoopass. That just
You can't do this without laughing.
Just
And I've laughed like 3 or 4 times at what you said. We got to work on.
Whoop a bunch of grammar.
We'll work on our composure.
Yeah. All right.
And
But
probably don't drink so much.
next time, ready? Flex down. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Pulls down.
Fight week's coming up.
Brain aneurysm. God, it hurts.